So today I'm going to be showing you guys how I replaced my closure on an old wig. Alright, so I was going to edit this footage out, but I'm going to keep it in so I can show you guys what not to do when replacing your lace closure, so you guys don't run into these problems and you can have an easy breezy way of replacing your closure. Okay, so what not to do, tip number 1. So what I would recommend is that you do not start at the beginning. I started in the middle, and I'm going to show you that later on in the video. Not the middle, but I started in the back so I can make sure that everything was going to be even. And this is the reason why I said don't start at the beginning, because when I got all the way around to the other side of the closure, it did not line up with the other side. So I basically had to start all the way over anyway. Alright, so this is what I mean by start at the back. Please start at the back and make sure everything is lined up when you are replacing a closure, because if you are a wig maker, you already know that you already have that. When you're making a new wig, you already have that space where you can just set the closure on top. When you're replacing a closure, you do not. So please start at the back. And right here, I'm just brushing the hair out so I make sure all the hair is out of the way so I don't sew any of the hair around the closure. And I'm just going to continue to sew. Alright, so when you're sewing the back down, you want to make sure you're not sewing into any track. So when you cut off your closure, please make sure you leave a little bit of the fabric on there so you can have some fabric to sew on. And I wish I would have kept the video where I cut off my closure, but I deleted it thinking I didn't need it. Enough with all my rambling. Here I am starting on the other side, and I'm just sewing that to the closure. And as you can see, I'm sewing on the fabric, not on any tracks. Alright, so disclaimer, if you happen to cut off the fabric, it is okay. When you're sewing on the track, just go through the weft. Do not go like under the track, because that's going to cause bunching. But if you, like I said, if you're going to sew through a track, sew on the weft. See, I'm sewing through the fabric. When you get to the end, you want to make sure you're doing very close stitches so it doesn't come apart. You really want to make sure you're doing close stitches all around, but at the end mainly, so it doesn't come apart later on. Alright, and you want to make sure wherever the wig cap stop, that is where your closure should stop, so everything should line up. Alright, now I'm moving to the other side. Alright, so now I'm going to speed this part up because I showed y'all what to do on the other side and I don't want to be repetitive. One last thing, you want to make sure your closure is flat, so if you have to go in and adjust it, please do so. And as you can see, I'm sewing on a little fabric that they have left there, but if you have to sew through a track, sew through the weft. Do not sew under the track, sew through the weft. Alright, as you guys can see, I have everything sewn down and I'm just going through to make sure I don't have any wrinkles, because if you have wrinkles, that is bad. You have to start all the way over, but everything is flat. But this is the end of the video. If you want to see more videos like this, please like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned. Thank you for watching.